Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain the structure of protein molecule. It is very important to understand the structure of protein molecule in intramolecular drug delivery because in each step of intramolecular drug delivery, the interaction between protein and a drug molecule is executed through different kinds of softwares or different kinds of computational method. And you know, the structure of drug molecules are comparatively simpler than protein molecules, and the structure of protein is very complex. Actually, protein remains in a dynamic condition, even in normal physiological temperature. And the changes in temperature, pressure, pH, or even ligand binding have influences on the structure of protein. So, it is very important to understand the structure of a protein. So let's see, what is a protein molecule? Protein is a chain of amino acid folded into a three-dimensional shape. So what is an amino acid? Amino acids are the building blocks of protein and have a common structure. They consist of four key components, right? One amino group, one carboxyl group, hydrogen atom, and a side chain. And this group is the variable component of the amino acid, and it distinguishes one amino acid from another's. It can be as simple as a single hydrogen atom, or it can be a complex structure. Okay. This amino group and carboxyl group are always present in all amino acids, while these side chains vary in structure, giving each amino acids its unique property. But there are 20 types of amino acids commonly found in protein, and each with different side chains. The names of the 20 amino acids are alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, lysine, proline, phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, serine, threonine, astine, methionine, asparagine, glutamine, aspartate, glutamate, lysine, alanine, and histidine. These are the 20 amino acids which are commonly found in proteins. Now, the hydroxy groups are present in fact 6 aminoalanine. From alanine to phenylalanine, these amino acids contain hydrophoby group in the R position. That's why the overall property of these are hydrophilic in nature. In case of phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan, the aromatic links are present in these all root positions. In the same way, the lysine, arginine, histidine are basic amino because positively charged group are present in the R position, and aspartate and glutamate are acidic in nature, so only a different in the R group position. Though cytine group is different, the properties of amino acids changes.
Now,
when two amino acids join, the carboxyl group of one amino acid reacts with the amino group of another. This reaction forms a covalent bond called a peptide bond, which links the two amino. In this process, a molecule of water is free.
so
As this process continues, a chain of amino acid linked by peptide bonds called a polypeptide and is formed, and in the C, the polypeptide chains looks like a chain of PAL. That means a PAL chain where each PAL is can be compared with a amino acid. Okay. So this is the primary structure. That means a chain of amino acid. Well, here you see. This is the primary structure of protein. When I have included only a 4NN acid for representation, here is alanine, tyrosine, phenine, and tryptophan. These amino acids are linked to form a short polypeptide chain.
okay.
So in case of protein molecule, the number of amino acids and their sequence actually determine their final structure. So the number of amino acids and their sequence, these actually represent the primary structure of a protein molecule. In the chain of amino acids are there coils to form a spring-like structure. Spring-like structure is known as alpha helix. Sometimes they do not form a coil and form a sheet or a sand-like structure. This structure is known as beta-stan. In between beta-stan or in between two alpha helices, sometimes a loop is formed, and this loop region actually helps in folding of the overall protein molecule. These regions are highly flexible. That's why they chain of polypeptide. They fold into different conformations. Okay. So this is merely a 2D diagram for a protein structure. But now I am going to show you a 3D model of protein molecule. This 3D structure I have downloaded from the Protein Data Bank. Protein Data Bank is the largest depository of three-dimensional structure of different biomolecules. So this is a protein molecule, and I have downloaded it in PDB format. And if visualization software is requested to visualize the protein molecule, and I am using Discovery Studio for viewing the 3D structure of protein molecule.
Okay.
You can see it's a protein molecule, and I can unmove it just by pressing my right click of mouse.
Okay.
In niazime, you will enjoy this model, which is the three-dimensional structure of a protein molecule. And this is a bound ligand, and this ligand is bound to the active site of protein molecule. It's actually one kind of inhibitor. Oh, now we can see the different constituent amino acid of this protein molecule. This protein molecule is also it composed of different amino acids, and we can visualize the number and sequence of amino chain in this protein chain.
To see.
Here the amino acid starts from the nome 9. Because fast few residues are missing, it sometimes happens during a crystallization process. So here a number starts from 9, and it's present in amino terminal end. Okay, you can see here this region is highlighted because I have clicked on this align 9. Then, just after align 9, when I click on valin 10, you can see the yellow color is moving. That meant after align 9, valin 10 is present. No 10, a minus it is valin. Then, I can
Zoom it.
show you better. So next in sequence is lighting, nowhere, 11 myuricides lysine, then isoleucine, glycine, isoleucine, glycine, lysine, threonine, lysine, leucine. So we can see this polypeptide chain is composed of amino acids. So this is a cartoon models like this. We can view this model in different formats like this is the all atom models. Yeah, each and every amino acid with their constituent atoms can be viewed. Okay. So in case of fast amino acid that needs alanine 9, this is the fast amine acid.
I'm zooming it.
You can see this is the fast alanine acid alanine 9. And this amino acid, composed of central carbon, the carboxyl group, amino group, and next in sequence is valine, is linked with the alanine 9. Now I can color it. Okay, totally red in color, and amino acid valine
and changing it.
color to green. So, you can see now, the red color alanine and green color valine are linked through peptide bond. So, this is a three-dimensional structure, or crystallographic structure, which have been uploaded by different scientist group. So scientist group continually update their crystallographic structure, which they determine through X-ray crystallography. Some other methods are also there for 3D structure determination, like a nuclear magnetic resonance or electron microscopy. So these are the process. Okay, so in next video, I will explain how to download this and three-dimensional structure from protein database, and what are the different types of database available for downloading this kind of protein structure. And also, databases are for small molecules like different kinds of drug, pharmaceutical, chemical compounds. So a small molecule and drug database or pharmaceutical or chemical compound databases are also available, so we can download their three-dimensional structure from this database. And then we can use this three-dimensional structure for further processing or different in silico experiment. Okay, so this is the two-dimensional structure. Here you can see the alpha helix region, beta strand region, the loop region. Okay, several other formats are also available. This is another format. We can edit this structure, we can process this structure, we can modify this structure. And this process structure, or after modification of this structure, these structures are subject to defined kinds of in silico. Okay. So that's all for today's tutorial. In next tutorial, I will show you how to download the three-dimensional structure of protein molecules and drug molecules from the current database, and how to install the software for visualization to view the drug. Viewing the drug structure of the protein molecules and how this structure can be processed using different types of software. In subsequent video, gradually I will explain. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching.